Hello and welcome to Day 5 of Champ Camp. Today we'll be briefly tackling an entrepreneurship crash course and release a guide for members across California to use. This written guide serves as an introduction into entrepreneurship, aiming to provide you with the foundational knowledge needed to dive deeper into entrepreneurship competitive events or even start up your own business. Whether you're seeking to review for roleplay performance indicators, checking to make sure you have the basics for an entrepreneurship written report, or trying to learn how to start up your own business, we encourage you to go through the guide and implement its tips as you navigate through one of the most open-ended DECA career clusters. Beyond the purpose of preparing members for future DECA conferences, chapter officers can feel free to use this guide to lead their own special workshops for first years or even middle schoolers who are seeking to get a head start in DECA.
Within the guide, we have included a basic introduction to Zoom for chapter leaders to look over, as we know the pandemic has shifted everything to virtual platforms. If you're a chapter leader who's new to hosting Zoom meetings or trying to teach your members how to use Zoom more efficiently, feel free to look over the Zoom Basics page in the guide for more info.
The guide first provides a short introduction to entrepreneurship. One of the first major steps involved in starting up your own business is understanding the different types of business organizations. Before starting a roleplay event at conferences, knowing the difference between sole proprietorships, partnerships, corporations, and limited liability companies is a must. Make sure to understand the number of people involved, the benefits, and the disadvantages between each type.
The next major section is idea generation, which is the process of creating, developing, and communicating ideas to address relevant problems. When you're brainstorming successful business ideas, make sure to consider how it can provide utility in solving a particular problem, whether it's a creative approach, if it's feasible with your given resources, and can legitimately serve a purpose in society. One of the best ways to hone your idea generation skills is to watch Shark Tank, as many of the entrepreneurs there serve as ideal examples to follow while creating new businesses.
The next section is problems and solutions, which will provide a brief overview of the process involved in thinking of creative solutions to pressing problems. Make sure to consider needs by a community and value for consumers if you have a specific product in mind that you hope to build a business around.
The next section is target market, which describes the processes involved in isolating the group of potential customers you seek to sell your products and services to. This section provides tips and examples for isolating and analyzing the needs of your target market, as well as introduces the demographics, geographics, and psychographics approach.
The financial section is next in the guide, which is meant to help emerging entrepreneurs learn how to create and manage a budget, as well as learn about the different costs that are pertinent in starting a business.
The marketing channels section is the last part of the guide and provides some helpful information about the basics of marketing your product, with an overview of the marketing mix and descriptions of several types of marketing channels. This section provides helpful info to answer marketing related performance indicators in the advertising aspect of a startup business.
The guide wraps up with several worksheets intended on helping you get a jump start on starting your own business. Or, if you're using this for competitive preparation, they serve as a good exercise for brainstorming ideas and researching relevant information for your startup business plan.
And that wraps up the Champ Camp Entrepreneurship Crash Course. If you're interested in using the PDF of the Entrepreneurship Guide, please refer to the California DECA website. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to your state officers. Thank you for listening and see you next time.